promotion secured, recruitment of exciting overseas talent completed, and the potential prospect of facing off against Wayne Rooney to look forward to. It sounds like the sort of summer of excitement Swansea City experienced in 2011, a time of a very different prevailing mood to now. But it has in fact been the outlook for a team with an affiliation to the football club, Swansea University. The partnership between the two institutions helped bring about the development of the Swans state-of-the-art training facility at Fairwood, with university teams utilizing the base on a regular basis. And it has extended into the sharing of coaching expertise and knowledge, with the university's head coach David Evans combining his role with a position on the Swansea Academy coaching staff since October 2015. Last season proved tremendously successful as the university first team, back in the Welsh Football League for the first time in over 30 years, claiming the Division 3 title. They suffered just 3 defeats along the way and scored over 100 goals and are averaging roughly a trophy a season since their return to league football. Now they are in the midst of a pre-season tour to the United States, which has included an emphatic 4-1 win over DC United's under-23 side, although any hopes that ex-Everton and Manchester United star Rooney may be given some game time did not come to fruition. But the trip remains a great experience and opportunity, and it's not as though the university are without some high-profile recruits of their own. DC United's Wayne Rooney, centre, poses with DC United CEO and Swansea City co-owner Jason Levian, left, and general manager Dave Casper at a press conference in Washington, D.C. On July 2. Declan McCabe and Zach Knudsen joined for the 2018-19 campaign. McCabe came through the ranks at the New England Revolution, while Knudsen was with the New York Red Bulls, and they will both study for a master's with the university's School of Management. Former Bristol City player Marley Bishop-Wisdom, who is studying economics, and Swansea City product and Wales futsal international Adam Orme are also part of Evans' squad. Understandably, there is considerable excitement ahead of the new campaign and the pre-season tour, which will hold fond memories for Evans given he spent 15 years coaching in the States, including with DC United, who were part-owned by Swansea majority shareholder Jason Levian. I was in the DC area for nearly 16 years too. It is nearly a second home and I had good contacts and colleagues there, said Evans. It is a great experience for them, not just in terms of football but in terms of education and as a cultural experience. The players are excited, it will be a good test and it will be very different to what they are used to. The DC game is the main game for us. I know people have asked about Wayne Rooney playing, which would have been a story in itself, but it's a really good test for us against a mix of young lads and exciting pros. We were due to play in the new Audi Arena, but the first team had fixtures on dates close to ours. But DC United have been very accommodating. They are excited to have us and generous with offers to use their facilities, and we are planned a presentation before the game to tell them more about Swansea University from an educational standpoint. It's a good trip for all. At professional level there is a huge focus on recruitment and player transfers, as evidenced by the column inches and interest generated by the two transfer windows. DC United play at the Audi Arena, but for a university the sporting and academic elements have to be aligned. One cannot function effectively without the other when it comes to attracting students. The world of agents, fees and clauses does not factor into the task of bringing in new players. It's about offering benefits that go beyond the chance to play competitive football. The US market almost hands itself to where we are at. There are not as many opportunities to be professional in America, says Evans of the two American recruits. There is limited eligibility for the MLS draft, and Swansea University has a high academic standard, meaning they can play but they get the personal development, and it's a good model that works on both sides. But there has to be a blend, of course. For most of the lads, football is a side benefit that motivates them in their academic careers. We have lads who are doing sports science degrees, but we also have those studying accounting, engineering, there are doctors and many other subjects. But, in my experience, sport can help you in managing your time, your efforts and your focus to work, and that applies in all fields. But those aspects have to link up for us to offer our students the very best. It is a view shared by Chairman Kerry Jones, who also serves as the university's Director of Research Engagement. This exciting visit to the U.S. underlines the opportunities that our student-athletes can access at Swansea University, he said. The football program is now one of the strongest in the sector. Crucially, however, being a footballer at Swansea is now much more than what happens on the pitch for the 90 minutes. The football club is enriching the student experience at the university in a number of significant ways. The program provides top-class training, coaching and conditioning. We offer students the opportunity to develop their skills by taking up leadership positions on our board, and we also have a range of volunteering roles at the club which allows the wider student population to engage with the football club. Through football, we are empowering key attributes and skills such as leadership, teamwork, work ethic and employability. It is hugely exciting to see that our program will now reach a global audience this summer. I will be watching our progress with interest and excitement. From left, Jonathan Sinclair, Director of Swansea Audi, and Edward Jenkins, Head of Business for Swansea Audi, with Captain Adam Worm. Swansea University, under the former guise of University College Swansea, have had a Welsh League history dating back to the 1960s, including stints in the Premier Divisions. But relegation from the third division in 1985 brought that proud run to an end. However, the latest incarnation of the club, resurrected for league competition in 2011, have enjoyed considerable success in silverware. There have been 3 promotions, 2 Gwalia Cups, 1 Senior Cup and a West Wales Cup triumph in that time. Evans admits the club's success of last term in particular surprised him, and that the off-field infrastructure required to run the operation beyond usual varsity sport commitments is very much a work in progress as they seek volunteers for coaching, administrative, commercial and match day roles. Swansea University coach David Evans puts his side through their paces. It means the head coach is reluctant to set too many targets for the season ahead, either in Welsh League or Bucks action. Things have moved very quickly and sometimes in that situation you don't get to set new goals, he said. We want to build on what we have, but we are ahead of where we thought we might have, and so there are things off the field where we need to catch up with what has happened on the field. We want another strong year, to establish ourselves in Division 2 and perform well in the Bucks Premier League. But we have to work hard around the club. So many clubs have that community and local culture with volunteers. Obviously, as a student-based club, it is about having some adults in to volunteer, to help with a committee and all those things. It does not happen overnight. It takes time to put in place and for the university to understand the requirements and put the blocks in place. Last year was a first year out of the Swansea leagues, so we were scrambling a little bit. But the players did so well, we started well and we managed to maintain that momentum. Swansea University coach David Evans makes a presentation to his side at Swansea City's Fairwood training ground. Now we have to reset. We are getting stronger on the field, but we want to be structured well off the field to boost what happens on the pitch, and we would be looking to develop and would welcome volunteers. The challenge of competing on 2 fronts is considerable, with fixtures regularly taking place on Wednesdays and Saturdays, which can be a challenge for players with academic matters to consider too. It's not unlike what the Swans might experience this season in the Championship, and it is tough, says Evans. We have a lot of Wednesday and Saturdays and we have to be mindful these are young players and young bodies. You don't want them playing 40-odd games and burning out. We have to keep our eye on that and also be mindful of their academic responsibilities. I think Cardiff Met have found it the same, and we hope we can avoid being stretched. Cardiff Met and Team Bath have been the most prominent examples of sides forged in higher education systems having success within the senior men's structure. Team Bath reached as high as Conference South in the English Pyramid, and reached the first round of the FA Cup in 2002, the first university side to achieve the feat in over 120 years. Cardiff Met, meanwhile, are currently in the Welsh Premier League and narrowly missed out on qualification for the Europa League just over a year ago. Evans understands the comparisons, but believes seeking to simply follow those that have gone before would be unwise. Instead, he offers the example of how Swansea City followed their own path to reach the Premier League, and feel it is a lesson the university should heed from their strategic partners. It's a natural comparison, because the models are similar but the three institutions will be very different, he said. It would not be wise for us to compare and try and follow someone else. We have to do it our own way and help the students forward. I understand why people would see it that way. We do want to do well and succeed, but it will not be by doing the same as others, because no two universities are the same. It's got to be our own way, not unlike how the football club approached things. With the size of the city and the two institutions, it's important they are in sync with each other, because there is so much in common in terms of recruiting staff, training staff, academics, job employability. There is a lot of crossover and both can help each other moving forward to the benefit of the city, and I think there is even more that can be done. But there is a lot of brilliant work being done and I hope it goes on for many a year. Sponsorship for the tour has been provided by Swansea Audi, whose name will appear on the team's shirts. Edward Jenkins, Swansea Audi's head of business, said, "We are delighted to be involved with this exciting tour and to continue the Sinclair Group's association with Welsh sport and the communities around our dealerships. It's a venture that extends beyond the football pitch, puts Swansea University on the map and offers many potential benefits for this area of South Wales as a whole." Swansea University are looking for volunteers to help fulfill roles including in coaching, administrative, match day and commercial sectors. Anyone interested can contact Club Secretary Rodro Mugford via rodri.mugford@swansuniversityfc.co.uk.